Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of November 28th. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Let's go ahead and get one more shuffle in here. Do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for future updates from me. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions are very much appreciated and really do help me grow here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get all the cards out. Get right into it. All right. Cool. So, Virgo, you've been waiting for something to arrive here very clearly. This is not just like, this is not small. All right, you've been waiting for the arrival of something important in your life here. And I see you here in the future celebrating something. Definitely destiny is arriving, we could say, in this reading. Destiny is definitely arriving here. This is going to make you feel very happy. I do think that for some of you, there's been a dispute between people very clearly here, okay? There's been a dispute that you may have had to deal with in some area of your life. For some of you, this will be work, and for some of you, this will be in a social area, maybe even a family area. There's been some sort of dispute. Maybe some people are not quite sure why you're going in the direction that you're going or why you're so focused on completing something. But you have a very strong pull or push to do something here. And this is coming in very clearly for you in the future. So let's go ahead and let's start to get into it. So in the overall situation, you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is all about your social circle. It's three people coming together, enjoying themselves. You know, as you can see here on the card, the three friends or the three sisters are dancing above the cups. Cups are overflowing, things are good, the vibe is high, the energy is good. So this can be all about good energy, celebrations, feeling joy. It really is a card that would also say that you're feeling joy right now. And broadly, this can say that your social circle is in focus, especially as it is in the overall position here. Now, what I think for some of you this is about is we have two threes, right? So threes in tarot connect to other people, right? It's Trinity, it's other people. And you have the Two of Swords in between these two people cards here with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Two of Swords could be a dispute, okay? So some of you, this might quite literally be about a dispute that you're having with somebody, and it looks like you're pretty favored to win in this situation, given the two cards here in the future, which are very big. But for others of you, what this Three of Cups is signaling is a connection to joy. Actually enjoying something here, like actually feeling happy and fulfilled in a situation. So in the past, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. You know, I just feel like reading these three together, even though the Three of Cups is in the middle here, but it's just such an interesting pattern that we've pulled here, because just the way that the cards are juxtapositioned here. The Three of Pentacles, your colleagues, your teammates, Three of Cups, social circle. Two of Swords, this can be a war of words between two people. You know, this can be an emotional battle. This can be an argument. This can be somebody here. Honestly, the Two of Swords can show up as like victims sometimes in the tarot, right? So you could be a victim, or there could be a victim here showing up in the cards, all right? And we'll have to see what cards come in as we clarify, but there could be some interesting work story that's been developing for some of you. Some of you may feel like you've been at the end of gaslighting here. You've been unfortunately been dealing with some gaslighting here in work, or people like kind of people sort of like gossiping about you in some ways, as you have the Two of Swords, and this could also be the case, but we'll have to see. I really want to see what cards come in to clarify those two cards. So in the future, you have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. So what an incredible combination. It's not that what is happening here in the past doesn't matter, but what the cards are saying is you're on your way here in the future. Whatever's been going on here, or not going on, but whatever's been going on here in the past with another person or people, this will all get sorted out, because the World represents a major success or a major completion in one's life. It's the end of a cycle. It's the end of something. It's also victory. And you have this with the Wheel of Fortune, which the Wheel of Fortune is the biggest card of destiny in the tarot. It says your destiny has arrived, your destiny is upon you, and it's coming in quickly in this case, because you've taken a long time. The World suggests that you've been on some journey for a long time, and it's finally here. And so it's almost like everything's coming to a head, right? Like everything's coming to a head, everything's here, everything's happening at once. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it does say that, conditions in your life right now are favorable for, in other words, you might be walking into a lucky period of time here. But with the Wheel of Fortune, you do have to take advantage of the fact that the wheel has spun in your direction, because you never know when the wheel will spin again. And, I feel like for some of you here, this is about whatever completion's coming in is like you finally feeling good, finally feeling happy, finally feeling like, finally feeling fulfilled in something that you've been working towards with the World and the Wheel of Fortune. Just to be clear here, these are two big energies. Okay, if I have not already said that, these are big cards here showing up in the future, and the Wheel of Fortune in particular, it does speak of change. So let's go ahead and let's continue forward here. Okay, so you do have the Queen of Swords. This can be a challenging person. You have the Two of Cups. I mean, oh man, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Swords. All right, so there is a group of you here that are dealing with somebody who is very trite, somebody who is very, this is a person that can cut you to shreds with their words. Okay, this is a person who will not mince words. Okay, that is the Queen of Swords. That can be how the Queen of Swords shows up. In this case, it's with the Two of Swords, and so, I feel like for some of you here in a workplace situation, some of you might quite literally be struggling with something here, or with another person here, with this Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Pentacles energy. And there's another group of people here where this whole thing involving a group or another person is involving a relationship, a romantic relationship, as you have the Two of Cups with it here, Virgo. So some of you may be going through changes in your friend group, in the group that you spend time with. Now, this has been going on in the past here, but this is something that I think some of you are going through as well. Like you might have spent, okay, so like some of you may have been in a relationship where you spent most of the time together. And as a result, your friends were their friends, or their friends were your friends, right? And this, you might be seeing changes in this situation here, okay? And the reason is we have this Three of Swords, where the Three of Swords represents separation from something. In this case, it's from another person, because we have this Two of Cups, Two of Swords energy, right? And so the swords in this reading, they are progressing here with the Two of Swords into the Three of Swords. And this is heavily involving other people in this reading. I mean, can't make that more clear than I've already made it, with just the way that these cards are arranged and positioned here and everything. The Eight of Pentacles some of you here are like dedicated to something. And it's almost like you're so dedicated to some sort of completion here or seeing something through with the Eight of Pentacles, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune. Like you are dedicated right now. And, you know, this is a major card of talents, gifts, and abilities, but I feel like the energy of dedication is what is more important in this reading here than anything. So, and I just think that that word dedication is important to some of you as well. And this might even be showing up in a relationship situation. Like you're wondering if this person's serious or not. I do think that you'll find out here in the future. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the oracles. Let's pull some oracle cards. All right, let's get another card here. All right, we'll take 4 cards and then we'll read them 2 at a time. So let's take a look at these 2 cards. So you have Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. You then have Lady Venus, downloads and understanding, truth is being revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. For me, I say this all the time, the Lady Venus card, it doesn't come in a lot. It's been coming, I think this is the second time it's come in this week, but it doesn't come in a lot. And it's because for me, that's the highest vibration card in this deck. When you get that card, you could be going through some major spiritual changes in life. You might be seeing license plates, like messages on license plates, repeating numbers, getting downloads through dreams, getting downloads in other areas. You might be hearing songs while you're in the store that come in at a certain time. Something like this here is showing up. You have Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. And then you also have Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. So, Mercury, definitely making sense here as we have the progression of this 2 swords cards, the 2 of swords and the 3 of swords. Swords is all about communication, right? And you have that card of communication here showing up. And again, this is involving people, right? Or at least one other person here in this reading. So let's go ahead and let's just start to get some additional messages here. Yeah, something happened. You have the Tower, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Queen of Cups. Some of you might be going through a divorce. King of Swords, this would be somebody who might work in the law, the legal field, might be a lawyer or work with the law or whatever. But the Tower, the Tower is a big change. It's a big change. I think some of you have had a shocking situation that happened with another person. Like you were just not expecting something. You were not expecting this person to act this way. And this could apply, whether you're here for love or you're here for this in this work situation. If you're here in the work situation, it feels more like gossip or gaslighting, something like this. But if you're here in the love situation, it feels like it could be just like a shocking, like you found something out about this person that you were in a relationship with the Tower in the past. Now, here's the thing. The Tower is a clearing. The Tower is actually a blessing in disguise, okay? Now, obviously, if you find out, just giving you an example, that like your partner cheats on you or whatever, that's obviously doesn't feel like a blessing. But it's really how you spin this situation. How you spin this situation is up to you, right? Like in other words, how you choose to view this situation is up to you. So for you, it's like, okay, well, like I'm hurt that I got cheated on, but now I'm creating space in my container for somebody who actually loves me to come in, right? It's one of those things. Plus, do you really want to date a cheater? No, nobody wants it. I mean, hey. But yeah, I think you understand what I'm saying. You have the King of Swords, Queen of Cups. I already talked about the King of Swords here, but the Queen of Cups, this is somebody who is potentially, I always like to say that the Queen of Cups would be like the therapist in the tarot. Some of you may want to talk to somebody who can really help you out emotionally. This is somebody who can really understand you at an emotional level or relate to you emotionally. Good listener, Could also be a trusted friend or ally if therapy is not your thing. All right, you have the Ace of Pentacles and you have the Ace of Swords. So incredible here to get two aces like that. The thing is, this Tower is like, yeah, it's obviously challenging in this case. But remember, coming back to this reading here, so if I spent too much time talking about this challenge in the past. If we come back to this reading here, Three of Cups, total joy. Double aces, powerful new beginning. The World, the Wheel of Fortune, your destiny arriving, something closing out, a cycle closing out. That's big energy and that's good energy for you. So do keep in mind that, yeah, you may be dealing with this, but this is making way for something that feels very, very good. And maybe it's possible, it's possible here that you haven't been happy for some time, and now you're really connecting to joy here. Three of Cups, Three of Swords, that can be a third-party situation. Seven of Cups, yeah, confusion, just overwhelming feelings, feeling stuck, feeling confused, feeling like you're not sure exactly where to go. The King of Swords can be considered to be an expert. This is somebody who can really help you sort out confusion. And so some of you may be, talking to relevant people here with the King of Swords, Queen of Cups. On the bottom, you have the Devil. Somebody cheated. Yeah. This has already happened, just to be clear. The Tower is in the past, but and if this is not about love, somebody like started rumors that are shocking or gaslit, was doing some gaslighting here or something like this. So bit of a challenging reading, but again, the future looks extremely bright for you despite all of the challenge that's been going on here. Three of Cups, World, Wheel of Fortune, double aces. So it looks positive. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I will see you in the next reading.